Please don't forget subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to get notified of new daily videos.
I've been painting for as long as I can remember, and my current passion lies in abstract expressionism, often utilizing a rich, somewhat darker color palette to evoke emotion. My good friend, Vince, is an incredible ceramicist, crafting detailed, often classical sculptures with vibrant glazes. We share a large, open-plan studio space at our local community art center, and we love displaying our pieces together, finding that the contrast between my abstract canvases and his figurative sculptures creates a unique dialogue. This setup had always worked perfectly, a testament to our mutual respect and complementary styles. Until last Tuesday, that is. I was putting the finishing touches on a large canvas, a piece dominated by deep blues and purples, when Vince's father, Darrin, strode into the studio. Darrin has always been a lot. He's intensely proud of Vince, sometimes to the point of being overbearing, but usually his critiques are directed solely at Vince's work, which Vince handles with admirable patience. I've mostly been invisible to Darrin's hypercritical eye, an ancillary detail in the grand narrative of his son's artistic genius. Not that day. Darrin took one look at my new piece, then at Vince's brightly glazed bust of a mythical figure displayed nearby, and his face instantly hardened. "Allison," he announced, his voice booming across the studio, "we need to have a serious talk about your display choices." I was baffled. Display choices? Our works were arranged tastefully, allowing each to breathe. "I don't understand, Darrin," I said, trying to keep my tone neutral. He gestured dismissively at my canvas. This gloomy thing. It's making Vince's work look so pedestrian, so uninspired. It's draining all the life out of his beautiful sculptures." I stared at him, my brush hovering midair. "Darrin, my work is abstract. It's meant to evoke a different feeling. It's not meant to complement Vince's work in the way you're suggesting, nor is it meant to detract from it. It's just my art." Vince, who had been quietly working on a new mold in the corner, looked up, a flush creeping up his neck. "Dad, please," he mumbled, but Darrin wasn't listening. "Nonsense," Darrin scoffed. "When you're sharing a space, there's an expectation of synergy, of professionalism. Your dark, frankly morbid pieces are bringing down the entire aesthetic. It looks like you're trying to overshadow Vince, or perhaps imply that his vibrant, classical style is somehow simplistic by comparison. It's disrespectful." He then crossed his arms, practically puffed up with indignation. "I expect an apology to Vince, and for you to start using a more uplifting palette. Or at least, only display your brighter pieces here. You need to get more therapy to get rid of this need to create such depressing works." I felt a cold shock travel through me, quickly followed by a surge of anger. "An apology? For my artistic expression?" I asked, my voice tight. "My art is not about making anyone else's look good or bad, Darrin. It's my vision, my style. You're asking me to fundamentally change who I am as an artist because you don't personally like my color choices or themes. That's absurd and, frankly, incredibly rude." Darrin's eyes narrowed. "It's about respect, Allison. Respect for the space and respect for Vince's superior talent. You simply lack consideration." He then turned to Vince. "Son, tell her she's being unreasonable. Tell her your father is right." Vince just looked from me to his dad, utterly mortified, unable to speak. I stood my ground, shaking my head. "I will not apologize for my art, Darrin, and I will not change my style to suit your preferences." He huffed, his face turning a blotchy red. "Fine. If you want to be so unprofessional, I'll take it up with the studio manager, Melinda. We'll see how long your artistic integrity lasts when you're facing a formal complaint." With that, he spun on his heel and stormed out, leaving a stunned silence in his wake. Vince immediately started apologizing for his dad, but honestly, I was still reeling. To be told my art was depressing, and that I needed therapy for it, all because it didn't perfectly complement his son's work, felt like a bizarre fever dream. I'm left wondering if working so closely with Vince is even sustainable if his father is going to interfere like this.
If you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button to like it. And please do subscribe to support the channel.